over again today. I'll give him these toys.
Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else. Come, try some. Extra, extra! Read all about it!
If the kids come over again today, I think I'll give him these toys.
Just let the young choose their own way.
Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else. Come, try some. Extra, extra! Read all about it!
If the kids come over again today, I think I'll give him these toys.
Better to just let the youngins choose their own path in life, huh?
My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry. What I like to do is stack my plate up high, then squash it all down. Take a deep breath.
Better to just let the youngins choose their own
If the kids come over again today, I think I'll give him these toys.
Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else. Come, try some.
If the kids come over again today,
Better to just
I'll
let
give
the
him these
youngins
toys.
choose their own path.
Extra, extra! Read all about it! Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else.
If the kids come over again today, I'll give him these toys.
Better to just let the youngins choose their own path.
Extra, extra! Read all about it! Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't
If the kids
find
come over
anywhere
again
else.
today,
Come,
I think
try
I'll give him
some.
these toys.
Better to just let the youngins choose their own path in life.
Checking Mike. Checking Michael. Mic should be good. Laptop doing dandy. Controller, only one battery, but I'll charge it halfway through.
Fruits from every
If the
corner
kids
of
come over
Tibet,
again today, I'll give him these toys.
What's up? Everybody watching the stream right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? So before we get into the story, let me set some groundwork real quick. First and foremost, we're completing the rest of the story tonight, blankly. And then, what I really want to do is after I complete the story, probably go to sleep for about, say,
There's a lot
5-6
that goes
hours.
into managing an orchard.
Over again today.
Go to sleep for about 5 or 6 hours, then come back and start Act 10. Do at least 1 hour, 2 hour, probably 3 hours worth of stream of Act 10. Then end it, come back again, probably Saturday night. So, well, yeah, later Saturday night into Sunday morning. Who knows, right? That's what I want to do. Now, the reason why I'm driven so hard to get this done, probably within the course of like 2 days, well, technically 3 now because I skipped a day, right? Because all the tribalism bullshit, boy, oh boy, it's fueled me like no other. Peep game, I'm going to say this first. Because this is not even really a spoiler. We already knew that this was going to happen sooner or later. It wasn't a if it was going to happen. It was a when it's going to happen. Right? The destruction of Irminsul that she saw in her dream and whatnot. We know that was going to happen. So let me go ahead and clear the air for that now. I know some people will view that as like, oh man, that's a spoiler. Because it could have been a what if, what not. Let's be for real. We already knew that was going to be we already knew that was gonna be the case. We all knew. So that's not even a spoiler. So peep game. So today at work, or rather, I think it was what, my lunch break or my first 15-minute break. I decided, you know what? Let me see Dean King's video, because he posted a video probably a day ago talking about how Glaive Keo and Lore Skippers was just lying about the, story for Genshin Impact. I didn't watch the whole video, just a little bit, be clear. I watched him play probably like the first 10 seconds of Glaive Keo's video, and the first lady that popped up on there, a VTuber streamer, asked a question that's no different from the question that was asked, that people asked back during the what update was it? It was the bedtime story update. Y'all remember that? People were like, "Man, why isn't the Heavenly Principles or the Shades doing anything about the fact that the Hydro Divine Throne is destroyed? Why haven't they done anything? Why aren't they responding to that? This, that, and the third, right?" And I ain't gonna lie, that shit woke me up for the latter half of my whole shift today. Because I was just having a whole full-blown conversation with myself, talking about each lore piece, thinking back to old story quests that we did, this, that, and the third. I was just like, ain't no way you ask such a question and think, oh, this is a plot hole, or this, no fucking way. Because I'm gonna say this right now, I don't know if they're gonna reveal what the rules are that the Shades have to follow.
Where'd that wind come from?
Hey, yo, wait a minute, hold up, holy guacamole. Is this a new update? Well, obviously this is a new update, but I ain't never seen Paimon react to the wind blowing. Oh my gosh, bro. This is a blatant lore reveal, by the way, just to let y'all know that. This is a blatant lore reveal. The fact that she can feel the wind blowing, which we already knew that the wind was still blowing even when we stopped, quote unquote, time with the, the title screen or whatever, or when we like paused the game over. The fact that she can feel the wind also is like, oh my gosh. I can't wait for them to reveal what the fuck Paimon is. But like, yeah, so it's like, no way we're using this person's opinion to be like, Genshin's story was bad. No way. So that's why I'm inclined to get it done tonight, then later today, probably around the afternoon. Realistically speaking, I'll probably wake up around the afternoon, play, and then, end it, come back again later tonight, boom, after that, all right? If she blows into the controller, that does. Sorry, I'm eating this ice cream and I can't let this shit just melt. If this was a bowl of ice cream, I'd go throw it in the freezer, but I can't. So, I'll turn down my mic volume so you don't hear much of it. Anywho, what else? What else did I want to talk about? Oh, by the way, yeah, my back is doing fine. I just lowered myself at like a bad angle, wrapping shit the other day. I was like, oh shit, my back. We got Kyle's biggest hater here. This is already beat. Not, well, I wouldn't call him a hater. Actually, you know what? He probably would call himself as a hater towards me. Never mind. Well, he is a pal of mine, so. Shit, I didn't even really talk about my week this week. I guess I'll share a little bit of that before we start the stream, or start the story, or continue it. So, early this week, I got a bullshit write-up because I called out, last Friday. They told me, oh, I got 2 points for that write-up because, oh, I didn't call out before the hour before my shift started. Or rather, to be more accurate, within the hour before my shift starts. Cause my shift starts at 9 o'clock in the morning? I gotta be there before 9. I called out at 8:01 on last Friday. Right? These niggas talking about some, oh, well, because you called out at 8:01, it doesn't count as calling out within the hour, despite the fact it's literally within the hour before my shift starts. You know how retarded that sounds? to be told, oh, you didn't call out within the hour when I blatantly did. 8:01 is within the hour. That's fucking 59 minutes before my shift starts. I gotta drive 30 minutes from where I live all the way to my job. And these niggas are telling me that's not within the hour. Make it make sense. So obviously I complained to my supervisor, to other supervisors in the building about it. And it just chalked up to, oh, I just gotta take it. Which is such bullshit. Because the new dude that they hired as like the team manager for the two teams, or I work on one of the two teams. This new dude, he is so ready to just let niggas get fired. He's doing everything possible to try to get a nigga packed up out of here. And not just me. It's for multiple different people. Bro, within, what? This week alone, we already had, what? 2 people left this week. On, what was it? Tuesday. Left before the shift ended because of him. We got another nigga who was like, yo, I'm going to be out of here when they give me this bonus pay. And he up out of here. I really like talking to him. He liked talking about anime and whatnot with me. Right? He was an older fellow, by the way. So it was like, yeah, it was a cool conversation to chop it up with. He told me that I should check out Young Justice. And not Young Justice, but, Justice League, the animated series, and all these other shows I didn't really go up watching. So he was a fun person to talk to. He out of here because of that dude. Who, not because that dude tried to fire him or try to get him fired or whatever. Well, actually, he did attempt to with some bullshit. I don't really know the details about that shit. But like that shit happened too, and I'm damn near close to being like terminated my damn self because of this. Homeboy tried to give me a write-up about something that happened last year, related to a package being shipped out wrong or some shit not that long ago, and then boom, holy guacamole. I swear I hate people like this. It's my first time encountering a supervisor that's so gun-ho to fire niggas. So I gotta sit here and deal with that. Oh, what's up, Jesus, bro? It's been a while. Hopefully you're doing good. So I had to deal with that. Like, I don't even want to be around this nigga while I'm working either. Cause like, bro, just stay your ass away from me from now on, please, for the love of God. So there's that. What else? What else fucking retarded shit that happened this week that's worth yapping about? What else pissed me off? The only saving grace that we got new people that came and started working with us soon after those other 2 left, so that's good. Oh! We're gonna rewind time a little bit. Go back into the lolly conversation. It's not gonna last long, I promise. I know niggas are tired of me yapping about that shit ad nauseum. Oh my gosh. I ain't about to talk about it in depth, right? But the only thing I'm gonna talk about is, of course, body type. Again, new girl is working with us now. I think she's about 2-3 inches taller than me. Completely the exact type of body build. Granted, she's not short, but petite body frame, blatantly. Look like a twig from top to bottom. No disrespect towards her, obviously. She looks nice. But brother, it's so crazy how niggas want to try to argue body type. I was like, oh, this, that, the third to be related to the lolly conversation. And then you see women out here literally looking like, even if it's not in the fullest description, looking exactly the body type description that niggas be talking about all the time. And then niggas will be like, oh, what you mean? You always bring up the adult body type. I mean, yeah, because women can have this body type too. Retard, have you been outside? Do you work with women? I work with women all the time. And these ladies love throwing heavy work towards me. And I gotta fucking strain my body just to move XYZ shit. That shit happened today, actually. She put this, 2 big ass fucking boxes. This shit was packed. I don't know how she packed that shit. But she packed it a certain type of way. I can't even lift it off the fucking ground. I was like, why you sat here lift it up? Why you sat here did this shit on the ground? Why you do that? Why would you stuff the box on the floor instead of it on the table so I can easily transition it from point A to point B? So I struggled trying to get it off the ground. I couldn't get it off the ground. I have to use a different way to skin the cat in this regard. So did that today. Of course, like I said saying earlier, I've been seeing a lot of that bullshit about Genshin's story. It's so crazy how niggas are doom posting Genshin's backstory so conveniently out of nowhere. Is that not crazy? Especially after what happened with Withering Wave's story. Now niggas who, honestly, let's be fucking real, don't dedicate any time to playing Genshin or don't even enjoy playing Genshin coming out the woodwork telling some Genshin story bad, which is so hilarious to me. Do look out for that video when I cook the fuck out of it. What else? Oh, I know Djinn King made a video talking about why Genshin doesn't need a skip button. Now that's gonna be something to get into, because I really want to hear his take. Because he based his take off of Doro44's video. So I'm probably going to do like a mashup of Doro44's video with Djinn King's video and a video that Arikado made as well, talking about it. Because I really want to get my opinion about it, honestly. Yeah, Pharaohs as well. He listened to one video someone made 8 days ago and then thinks that's the entire situation. And it goes back to the whole gotcha bullshit. Academy deciding the third, which people are going to stop bitching about once we get to Snezhnaya, a big ass map with probably over 100 pulls worth to get from that one map alone. Because niggas don't understand fluctuation apparently. My bad, I wasn't reading a lot of y'all messages. I was just over here having my rant. Anyway, I think we can start the stream now and continue the story. Granted, I may have to replay some story beats.
Where did that come from? Rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else.
And while the story's playing, I'm gonna finish eating the rest of this fucking ice cream. Now, where the fuck were we at? Oh. Also, I'm gonna change the thumbnail for these two live streams related to Act 9 because the thumbnails don't accurately represent Act 9. At least I came into it with the assumption that we were going to fight the Torii in Act 9 and 10, but apparently we haven't done any of that yet. So the thumbnail is inaccurate. So I got to make a new thumbnail. Describing this Act 9. I got to make a new thumbnail. And then I'm going to put this thumbnail onto Act 10 stream. Ah, excuse me, my nostrils. How much did you get? I'm only eating the ice cream. That's the only thing I got. I got this ice cream and I got this energy drink. Which, by the way, I guess I can share this little detail about myself. I have never tried, what's this called? Red Bull a day in my life until about, last Saturday, I believe. Or was it Monday? When I went to GameStop to get myself some new headphones and a copy of Resident Evil 6 for PS4, which, by the way, I talked to my twin bro about, yo, you want to stream this game with me? Where we do a 2-man mission, just bang out the whole story. He was up for the idea a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, so later, probably in the future, who knows, he gonna join me on a stream where we, do 2-player mode on Resident Evil 6. On PS5? Yeah. Because PS4 games are compatible with the PS5.
Let's go find some treasure.
I haven't taken it out of its case yet, just to see if it'll work. But, I'm gonna try it after the stream. Did you watch War live stream? Nah, I didn't watch it. I know it's about the collab. And I can't wait. I'm gonna say this right now. I can't wait for niggas to get upset at people gooning to fucking best girl of the whole show. And it's not Lucy, by the way. It's Rebecca. I can't wait for niggas to start complaining about it. I can't. Because niggas were bitching about Yoonhoo. when she came out, something, nobody wants these type of characters. And guess what? We getting a new Lolly character. After, who was the last Lolly character that we actually got? Now that I think about it, technically Mornier was the last Lolly character we got. So after Mornier, now we're getting a new Lolly character, aka Rebecca, aka Best Girl. You can fight me on that. If somebody really thinks Lucy is better girl, argue about it right now. I'll fight you on this conversation. Anyway, truly a ride or die bitch, and I respect it. They won't say shit about Rebecca? Oh, believe me, there's gonna be somebody. There's always that one person. And if they don't say shit, that means they're being quiet because they know damn well that by their own standard of logic, they're getting cooked. They're getting cooked in the conversation. There's no way they'll win the conversation because they've been bitching all the time about, oh, if you like characters of this body size, you're a pedophile. Well, guess what? Guess you're one too, ain't it? Play by your own logic. Rules for thee, but not rules for me, head ass. Oh! Gotta pick up my girl, Luna Bar.
She should be around here somewhere.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my mic off, eat the rest of this ice cream cone, and proceed.
Aha! Found her! Lillipar!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. In truth, it was at first. I was none too pleased when those miscreants barged in. But it did give me the chance to reunite with you, dear master, so I shall overlook their folly. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss fell silent.
I swear I love this game and how they treat their lore. It's immaculate. I love that we call back this shit all the time.
Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumira is in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storms.
Thank you, Lillipar.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
It is so crazy how we went through so many years of people being like, bro, all this content is filler if it's not main story content, right? We'll finish the main arc and quest, then we'd have quote unquote filler patches, right? And people were like, man, when the main story going to continue? And then niggas will leave Genshin, or, you know, put it on the back burner, and then boom, Dane's little quest, and then, oh shit, we're hype. And then we wait for summertime event, and then boom, main story content, right? We just repeated that for about, what, 5 years straight? Until year 6. Where now, if you ain't done none of these world quests, if you ain't touched none of these limited time events, which, honestly, nobody's fault, honestly. That's the fault of the devs for that, blatantly. Right? All this shit is just culminating, that's the word I want to use, back into the main story. All this filler.
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked.
Dude, you don't even finish world quests? Well, that's not entirely true. I don't finish some world quests. Other world quests I have finished.
Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
It really sucks they did not.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
The storms have stopped. We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup.
Thank you for proving my point. Well, your point was, if we want to be, direct, absolute about it, your statement was in absolutes of you don't finish any world quest.
No one's joined me on an adventure
Or rather,
in ages.
more accurate. Let
Come
me
on,
accurately
let's
say your
go.
words. My bad, dude. You don't even finish world quest, so that's an absolute statement.
Off we go. Adventure time.
Oh, excuse me. 1 second.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
Yeah, something else that's also colossal is the fact that they didn't bother giving you a new type of character model or let you have like sinking lips as well, which is kind of crazy to me.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
Also, I'm waiting for Little Part to say something racist. I don't know why she didn't say nothing racist yet.
Too risky for my liking.
Oh, I'll play that. Hold on, give me a second.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kaveh, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
You're back. Everything all right?
I'm glad to know Faruzan is going to be a part of the main story.
And who are they?
Oh, they some friends that we did 2-man missions, killing people with. But you don't need to know all that information.
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Oh, I'm glad to see Farzan and Layla here, because I see Layla in the background. Because I always found it crazy how they were releasing new characters who didn't appear in the story at all after the main Archon quest would be done. I'd be like, okay, so where were they at? Why didn't they contribute, right? I always had that thought process.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books. Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Oh, I just remembered something. Wait a minute. I think it was back during where, people were like really exploring the desert and whatnot, getting all the juicy lore out of the desert and the rainforest. In particular, the desert, right? I remember there was a whole bunch of talk about like, oh, could these characters, I'm about to name right now, Dia, Kaveh, and Alhaitham, could they be descendants of King Deshret or something like that? because they share like design elements related to him, or like the design of their eyes kind of relate to him. This and the third. I remember that conversation happening. At least theories related to that happening during version 3's era. Right? So I wonder if Lupar is gonna like make a comment about their physical appearances in any way. That's what I'm kind of waiting for right now.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabod problem is resolved? What did you find?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
Let me read. I doubt it, because from my knowledge, he didn't have any students or any lover or offsprings. Well, he could have hoes, right? What king doesn't have hoes? Plenty hoes around. Plenty cheeks to clap. The nigga probably didn't even know he had any offspring because of it.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
I didn't mention it. It is a little strange. Oh, let me use this thinking face. This is a great thumbnail. Hold up. Screenshot.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodkrai.
He's clearly unwilling to answer any questions when we first met, so why would he be interested later?
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I think Dia's ancestors are from Natlan instead, since she's an orphan. I don't know about her being an orphan is enough to qualify to her ancestry being that in Natlan. I would have expected more of a, like, her physical appearance being a reason, like maybe because she got like red strands in her hair or something along them lines. I don't know if her being an orphan is enough to qualify her. I ain't making fun of you. I just find it a little funny.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful, should trouble come knocking later.
I mean, like, we got a whole bunch of characters in this game who are technically orphans. Granted, we know one of them is blatantly from Natlan, in the case of our boy Bennett, obviously. But outside of him...
The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background, and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
She said this conversation is boring unless we're killing people. I'm gonna go take a walk. Oh, shit!
Jet?
Oh, damn. These two beautiful ladies chatting it up with each other. Please, I need both of them in my life. Thank God. Yes. It is crazy me niggas go... Okay, you know what? I'll say the conversation about like Genshin not having a lot of brown skin, a lot of niggas rather. Let's be more accurate. Let me just say that. I understand people are upset about Genshin not having a lot of niggas in this game, but let's be real. Out of all the gacha games that's out right now, why is it that? Well, not all the gacha games. Let me be more accurate. The new age gacha games, out of all of them right now, Genshin is the only one with more brown skin characters in it in comparison. Star Rail only has one. Zenless don't have none. Woo-wah, they don't exist. So, NTE, wait, who was a brown skin character in NTE? I don't think they even have one in NTE. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember one. Art Knight's Enfield, technically they do have a brown skin character, but they made her skin gray, not really brown, which in my opinion is an absolute disservice to that character, because in her splash art that they show when you unlock more of her stuff or get more constellations of her, they literally show her being juicy brown skinned, which in my opinion they should have just ran with that, but instead they made her dark skinned. But nonetheless, At least we got to give Genshin its props when it does something the other ones aren't, doing as much. Especially if people care so much about, having more brown skin characters in the game. This gacha game doing it more than the other new ones. It's like, come on. Anyway, back to enjoying these gorgeous ladies on my screen.
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
No, we're not going to see their conversation. They probably have a good conversation going on over there. I want to see it.
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Oh, let me read from Sophie. Pointing out now, as a reminder, we still know nothing about Al-Haytham's past before he became a scholar. That's true, because his story quest never really delved into his past. Which goes into the whole thing about Genshin Impact not releasing story quests. Which is so fucking weird if you think about it. We have so many characters who only have Act 1 available, and then we have certain ones that get an Act 2 unlocked, which is questionable. For example, fucking Yoimiya. Why was Yoimiya one of the 5-star characters that got her second act for her story quest unlocked before a lot of other characters who we'd argue deserve to have their second story quest first? Everyone's going to say Venti, obviously, but I think they're just holding off Venti's for something more important. Or more, important timing to reveal that. But we got other characters who deserve most definitely Act 2 for their story quest, but they don't ever get it, which is fucking wild to me. That they never decided, release Act 2 of this character, this story quest here, this story quest there, but instead it's just like up in the air.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively.
Personally, I'll take a different story quest. Actually, what other character did I really wanted to see an Act 2 from? Let me think about it. Nuvalet didn't have an Act 2, did he? Well, because his entire story kind of got fleshed out in the main Archon quest. So he had a story quest and his role in the Archon quest. So that isn't a necessity. Who was another character? There was another character I really wanted a second act from. I think I would say Arlecchino, honestly. I feel like there's a lot more we could learn about Arlecchino that they didn't reveal in fullness in Act 1. Sino, he got his second act, obviously, but like, I was kind of shocked when they dropped that. Klee could get a second story quest. Learn a little bit more about Klee, probably a little bit more about her family. Granted, technically do outside of the story quest wise, so I guess they really don't need to do that. I guess. Did Diluc have a story quest? Oh yeah, Diluc did have a story quest. If they, I don't even believe he even got an Act 2. I know he had like a limited time event dedicated to himself a couple years ago, where we find out he was like being like the Batman, running about through the underground of like the dark underworld or whatever the fuck of crime to find hunt down like the Fatui Harbingers and shit. I think in particular he was hunting down the Doctor, if someone can correct me about that, right? He had his drip, everything. Who's another character? Oh, let me click R2. Oh, and Deobrand fashion imitation of them was act of creation using knowledge and techniques. Flowers obtained from Celestia. Through it, King Deshret sought to forge a golden slumber that would unite countless forms of wisdom and dream. Thus, this vision only failed, and many souls of the desert people are said to still wander within. They broke just by rule. Stand model after the entirety of mirror. It stands as some of the God King's foresight and wisdom.
If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
And who knows, you might get possessed by one of the souls in there. Oh my goodness, is homegirl Jet gonna meet her dad again? Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
I remember that from that limited time event that happened a couple months ago. Now let me read. There's new drama related to Sandrone already? What's the deal now? Are people still bitching about her C6 or her character design? Which one? Because that was like the two things people were bitching about. What new thing is there to bitch about Sandrone? Apparently. Did her voice change? Like, what done happened now? Anyway. Let me read. I didn't do this part two. Well, let's go. Even Farazan had mentions of her family. And of course, where she found notes and stuff from her time trapped in the ruins. I remember that. That was from the Hangout event I did. I streamed that a while ago. No, I didn't stream it. I recorded my playthrough of that. It was great.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day.
I don't know if I already found it a while ago. Oh, wait, excuse you? People are saying Genshin will change her personality and make her Gooner bait. Oh my god, I'm tired of this word Gooner bait, even though I've only seen it have to be said a few times. I'm tired of this shit. And simultaneously, these niggas ain't got no proof that they're gonna change her personality. There wasn't even any proof about her lore to even indicate that she has the ability to change out her module that would change her personality or anything like that. Oh, if she goes into a different puppet. Like, we don't even know if she even had like multiple puppets that she could just inhabit after the other one gets destroyed or anything like that, that would have a different personality. Like, we don't know nothing about that. There's nothing that even indicates that. So for these niggas to be talking about something, they're gonna change her personality, this is the same shit niggas were talking about when it came down to Columbina. Being like, oh, well, because Child felt uneasy around her, therefore, seeing how she's acting in the story, they changed her personality, bro. Despite the fact that nigga's whole thing was a bunch of hearsay bullshit. The same thing goes for Wanderer. Made the same type of hearsay. She gives me the creeps or whatever. I wouldn't trust her, bro. Despite the fact he knew nothing about that girl at all. Niggas take statements from characters and absolutes and then don't realize that, maybe this hearsay shouldn't be taken, wholeheartedly. Crazy, right? I'm so... For real, I have been seeing people call the Cleveland pedo bait. Bro, what the crap? That's where these niggas piss me off to no end. Calling it pedo bait is wild. Knowing damn well there's no sexualization in that event. I haven't done that event. Actually, I want to do that event before, it ends. Well, I gotta see how many days I got left. But I can get Act 9 and 10 done before that, before I play it. But... so stupid. That whole event is nothing but cute all across the board.
That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I hope that people who didn't play that event got like some type of information slapped into the R2 button so that they would know about it. Because Paimon is talking about this out of context, right? Or rather, if you didn't play this and Paimon said this, you'd be like, huh? Where did that information come from? When did that happen, right? But since I played, I know exactly what they were talking about.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer is a friend we met in Nodkrai.
I might make a tier list. I say might. Because there's a whole bunch of tier list ideas I haven't done yet. But this one is also a good idea. I need to make a tier list of every female character from each region and just judge them based off region by region. I'm not gonna lie, the ladies from Sumeru's desert probably gonna be at the top of the list. I ain't gonna lie.
Nodkrai. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Not gonna lie, I may have to split them from the desert and the forest. I may have to give them their own tiers instead of treat them as one group. Cause I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Every female character that's come from the desert has been something else. Good lord, even Nefer. She gets slapped in the desert category. Because she was born and raised in the desert. She only moved to the forest after everything that happened to her, unfortunately.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
I'm glad Nefer's finance is here, thank you.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodkrai her home. If she's the person you were talking about...
That sounds like Columbina.
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Oh, shit. Those are, never mind. I would say Columbina.
Why, hello. We're here to help.
I'm not gonna lie, I really do like the guiding notes. I really do like this feature. It's a really good feature. It may not be a skip button, but it's a really good feature story-wise for niggas who don't remember shit related to the story and then give dumbass takes. That even includes me, because sometimes I'll forget something or misremember information, and I'll say something stupid. So that even counts for me too. So.
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out.
Oh my goodness. Detroit is truly a villain. He really said, I hate these niggas, let's die. He really did. The only nation in the whole world that's being affected this badly is Sumeru, the place he was born at. This nigga hates Sumeru so much, he's getting these people to kill each other, he's trapping them inside, he ain't letting them leave. Like, tell me what your issue is, bro. Just because they didn't accept your quote-unquote genius at the academy, you going this hard for what? Let it go.
No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
It's not even that deep, but he making it a bigger issue than it needs to be.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Oh man.
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
This thing I love about the fact that we learned about Irminsul. I love the fact that Irminsul is this like multi-purpose device, essentially. Because it existed before the usurper came, and then the usurper was like, oh, this shit can do other things too? Let me try this. Let me type this in the computer. Oh, it made a barrier around the planet. That's nice. Oh, I can make up a, defense system for itself after what happened with the cataclysm of Conria. Boom, that too. And this was a question I posed to myself as I was sitting here having a thought process about the lore and whatnot related to Irminsul. I was like, what is Fane's reason for giving people a predetermined fate? What is the reason behind that? I understand creating a barrier around the planet to prevent, like, I guess, something from coming in and, destroying the planet. Iron Tomb, good Lord in heaven, pray to your God. But like, outside of that, I don't see a reason why he would want to give people a predetermined fate unless he personally hates the idea of a fate that is obscure and that you don't know your future. Probably he personally hates that. He may have a personal vendetta against something like that, right? Because I've been trying to find out what exactly is the obsession for needing to have a predetermined fate. Why? Why is it a necessity?
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
And I thought you knew everything too. Did you not learn that Sumeru has changed not that long ago? It's literally better than it was before, my girl. Shit, were you not tuned in?
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time. So I do know a thing or two about him.
Oh, he was a moon envoy.
As for your past,
that's interesting.
I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves. Wouldn't you say?
So technically, she could just pluck it out of you, easy peasy. She just chooses not to because she's nice.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodkrai home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
Oh, actually, let me read. I know y'all saying something. Let me read this. If it's a simulated samsara, is predetermined by the events of the first samsara. This could be wrong, but it's about a theory, so I brought it up. Or whatever his plan is required a set path. When talking about fate, I believe it's already predetermined. If someone claimed that they see fate, yet somehow it did get realized, what they see may not be fate at all. Isn't a predetermined fate like conservatism? Like you already have a path laid out for you, just have to walk it? I don't know about that. Because that's not really conservatism. Is conservatism even a word? I'm pretty sure it's a word. But even so, I don't think conservatism, falls in line with, well, fate. A predetermined fate falls in line with like conservatism. I don't think that's the case. Because being conservative or like having conservative values or whatever doesn't really align with fate, really? I'm trying to really piece together how I'm trying to say this, but I don't think it links together. Basically, the gist of what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to think of a good example to further, submit my point, but I can't think of it on the fly right now. My brain all over the place.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause.
There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Well, you could argue that this is not a storybook, my girl, but at the same time, one could argue that Genshin's world is a storybook manifested into reality. For all we know, there's probably some ultra cosmic level power that brought this world into existence. Let's be for real. Well, technically it did. I mean, if you think about how a planet is even created in the cosmos to begin with, it kind of is a cosmic level power that brings it forth. Like, oh, this asteroid clashed into this one. Oh, it got stuck there. Now it just orbits this giant, asteroid that it got stuck to. Oh my god, how many years passed? Probably a zillion years before. Oh my gosh, now it's got, it's got water on it. Oh, it's got green grass too. Oh shit, it had an ice age. What's that?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
No, I haven't seen the Wu banner collab thing, or know anything about it. I know Gabi Maru made a video about it. I probably would react to it, or probably just watch it on my off time. But back to what Nefer was saying, right? She said a statement earlier that I want to make a parallel to. She said, what was it? Oh. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. AKA Xandar, the first Genius Society member. That nigga was stuck in the past so hard. About, oh man, now that fucking the erudition, or rather the Aeon of erudition exists, the droid head, right? Oh man, now people's thinking is limited. Man, I hate this shit for real. I gotta destroy this thing. So stuck in the past, can't even think of the future. Can't even live in the present for real. That's why he made it a fucking iron tube.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate.
True.
Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
The fact that she asked such a dumb question, you already knew the answer, my girl.
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
Okay, heads up, if you want to pull in a collab banner, don't convert your asteroids. Well, I just got done recently pulling for Dinia not that long ago. I did think I'm pretty sure I converted some of my asteroid. No, I already hoarded like 100 plus pulls. I think I only converted like 20 pulls, probably 30 extra little things. Maybe I can't fucking remember. It was a while ago. Shit.
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I fucking love this girl, Yoda. Perfect character. Literally, shoot, probably the most hilarious character that's come out of Nodkrai, purely based off her facial expressions alone, and like her over the top, you know, having mental breakdowns.
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa. Don't worry, boss. You can count on me.
And there it is.
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
How interesting that they had that pattern on the floor on that carpet, and then we see that pattern again on this carpet here in Sumeru. How interesting. And I know people have been talking about this, I'm pretty sure it's called the Gordian knot. That's what it's called, right? The Gordian knot? Maybe I'm thinking about something else. But this particular four-sided pattern, we've been seeing it a lot across this game.
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
Oh, you know Candace?
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
Oh, damn. Characters huddled together to conversate about what they're planning to do next. If I was a WoW player, a hardcore Korobot, I would say this is such bad storytelling. Characters coming together like this is terrible. What a waste of time. Bad writing. Oh.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodkrai. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
Oh boy, hold up. Is Dia from the family Holy fucking moly, I just had a fucking realization like no other. In Dia's story quest, we find out that her daddy, her stepdad, honestly, I'm calling him her daddy. Her daddy left a letter telling her how he found her, being like, yo, I found you in the desert by yourself, and you would have died by being covered up by the sand if I ain't saved your ass. Do not tell me Nefer was the... No. That would have to suggest that Nefer is older than Dia by like a couple years. Probably like, what, 20 years? We don't even know how old these characters are, honestly. So, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just a thought process that came across my brain.
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names.
Also, I do like the fact that, Dia was able to be like, are you from the desert, twin? You from these sandy plains? The fact that she was able to, like, notice that kind of off-rip is very interesting. Because, like, the whole thing with Nefer's story quest, or not her story quest, but rather, her segment of the, what act was it? I can't remember what act it was. I think it was Act 3 and 4? I think it was Act 3 story. For Nodkrai, there was this whole thing where she dressed, of course, fancy to, like, use that as a way to, like, pull the strings for her revenge against the other tribe in the forest. Right? Because they thought, oh, well, she's dressed nice. She must be from the rainforest. Boom. So, clearly, everything she's saying must be the truth. That she's from the academia, that she got all this money, blah, 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 right? And then, of course, she snuffed them out, all by getting them to kill each other.
However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
This ain't the time for your jokes, I know.
What is it, Kale?
It's you. You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
The fact that she's revealing that about herself is kind of crazy. I would have suspected that she would withhold telling them that. But the fact that I thought she was going to be like, oh, I'm a mage from the Hexen Circle, right? At least that's something I would expect her to say. Not reveal, oh, I'm an angel, so I've been here before your god that you prayed to. I've been here since the start of this, human civilization on this planet, for real. Also, Tripwire, if you are watching the stream, I saw what you sent in Discord. But the question is, I'm pretty sure, isn't this can't be a new NPC. Unless this is a new one. And so, if this is a new one, holy damn. I'm pretty sure this is an NPC we've seen in Sumeru already. Anyway, nonetheless.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me.
I mean, you are an angel. Niggas drop to their fucking knees anytime you walked around. Rightfully so.
Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Oh, something else that I didn't say in the last stream when I started this story that I'm gonna say now. I love the fact that... Stop talking, Benny. What I love that I'm seeing from this is that Kale is a part of all this, right? Because if you think about it, last time Kale couldn't be a part of this. She couldn't be a part of like confronting the doctor or none of that because Kale, had Elazar and she was like kind of crippled throughout the rest of the story. She didn't really get a chance to like confront the doctor because the doctor has a direct correlation to the shit that happened to her, right? But now she kind of is getting that chance to be a part of it, to be like, okay, when, of course, obviously, because we know the doctor's here. Ain't nobody fucking stupid. Anybody watch that live stream know the fucking answer and seen that poster board picture. But you get the point I'm making. I'm loving this. It's been here for a while. It's part of the Nodkrai flagship boundaries. Okay, cool. No, Nicole guiding us to the truth is the Persona story. I wonder if is any of the playable characters right? If I can yap you real quick. Oh, I remember this seat. This is where that dude was sitting in before he died. This is where, they had a 1v1 match.
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Oh. That's sweet. Y'all see each other as family members. That's nice.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Granted, I'm interested to know, okay, so what role does Al-Haytham and Kaveh play? What, are they the gay uncles? Clearly.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
Great, now that I've referred to them as the gay uncles, I can't stop seeing it now. Shit.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place.
So glad. Well, I'm pretty sure she also mentioned this in the Sumeru Archon quest, but I don't remember it. But I love the fact that the comic book is coming into play in the story. I think I read a little bit of it. I didn't read all of it because I couldn't find the rest of the pages because the damn fucking site wouldn't load the rest of them fucking pages. But I did read it all the way up till Sino coming to Mondstadt to help Kale. I think I remember reading up to that point. Anything else beyond that, I don't think I saw. But I did see like pieces of it mentioned here and there when people were making theory videos related to the doctor or Diluc's relationship with Kaya or about Kaya, this and the third, right? Or about what dragons are, because there was the Drake dragon that was killed way before we started playing the story, this and the third, blah 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 blah, right? Also, let me read. Kala has 3 big brothers, distant uncle. Oh, he's ask more. Like a brother to her. Finally, the traveler will know the truth. She also has the longest. Wait, she also has the long lost twin of Kuki Shinobu. Wait, did people suspect that those two were family members? Or was there an interaction that I never saw from one of these limited time events that may suggest that? Because now that you said that, I'm kind of remembering what Kuki Shinobu looks like, and damn.
There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so You're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
Holy freaking moly! Excuse you?
What? Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
He gonna be like, well, because I kind of suspected it. Face ass. That's probably what he gonna say. But I'm actually glad about this reveal. This reveal is actually pretty cool. Because they never, every time we hear about these God remains things, they never specify what God it is for the most part. Because a lot of it is just like, oh, it's just dead God remains. Right? Like, you know how Shinha was going to be sacrificed to the remains of a dead god as well. Right? In her story quest when she was a child. But, you know, she said, yo, put the dukes up and run my fade. And, you know, successfully put that nigga in the dirt. Right? I would love to know what god that was that she, you know, squabble with. Right? Sometimes they'll tell us, we'll be like, oh, this is the remains of Orobashi. Or this is the remains of XYZ. Right? But for the most part, they don't ever tell us. But this is a great story reveal.
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
Oh, let me read. Excuse me. I think I've been watching too many bad takes on Genshin. For I heard Diluc and my mind went to the video of Genshin going downhill for a brand new 2026 NPC looks better than Diluc. I'd argue yes. Of course, when you consume a lot of content that's claiming that the game is going downhill, of course, you're going to believe that that is the case, absolutely. Right? And of course, you know, it goes in vice versa, like, oh, the game is doing absolutely great. There's nothing wrong with the game at all. It's 100 absolute dandy, like we see from the War community all the fucking time. Dandy. Only to find out, no, shit is really not dandy, but niggas don't want to talk about it, though, because, you know, it destroys the idea that Wuthering Waves is the greatest gacha game ever to exist. Anyway.
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect.
Poems and prayers. Interesting.
After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Dashret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence.
I'm having a thought process right now. What they could be using the Goddess of Flowers for? Are they trying to resurrect her? Because she knows information related to Celestia, which we know that she blatantly does. So what, are they trying to obtain that information? Cal's gonna get the aspirins. Oh, hold on. Actually, let me get a screenshot, because this is a real screenshot. Hold up. Wait a minute. Screenshot acquired.
You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
Thank you for your input, Alhaitham.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got a whole room full of dudes in here that's like, oh, they got something that technically doesn't belong to them, that belongs to somebody else inside their being. You got Sino, Kaveh, technically not really, because like he got his floating briefcase that's created from the scrap or the remaining technology that Kaveh found in his expeditions in the desert and like crafted that from the King Deshret's old technology, right? Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what he did. That's why that briefcase can fucking talk. Well, not really talk. You get what I'm saying. Who else fits this fucking bill? Malvika technically, kinda. The goat the captain, absolutely, yes. The Hydro Dragon, well, not technically Hydro Dragon, but like the Primordial Sea, I guess. the Oceanids, which I fucking hate that pronunciation for that word, Oceanids. It sounds better as Oceanid. Who's another character that fits this fucking bill? Shit, it's not coming to the top of my head right now. Oh, Raiden Shogun, technically, because her real soul is inside the sword that's stuffed inside the puppet. The puppet has its own autonomy and is its own person and has its own personality, which we do discover throughout this as we do her story quests, right? So technically, two existences in the same place, same body. I don't know what's going on with Razor though. Because I don't think they ever revealed what the fuck Razor got going on. Oh, yep, Layla. Which I'm pretty sure Layla is being possessed by an angel.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis' Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Please tell me he predicted his dad joke. For the love of everything holy, please tell me he did it.
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Thank God he caught it. Because it was a dumbass joke to make. Granted, his jokes still be funny. It's just like... I love that this side about this character. He's all serious, straight face in it, but he loves telling his dad jokes all the time. I love it.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Oh damn, she said, I'm out. Peace.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Unless the, other conscious or, fragments of the other person's existence start taking over your body and essentially you become them as time progresses. Shout out to Boruto. I know niggas hate Boruto. I think it's decent. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. But I do think the hate for it is like kind of overblown. Like, I know some people gonna have a different spicy opinion in the next couple seconds. And they're gonna start typing it. But I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings.
Whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. Excuse you? So the angels was created by the primordial humans? Which I'm pretty sure the primordial humans were created by Fanes, no? Unless they existed alongside Fanes. Because I remember from the world quest in Natlan where we see what one of the dragons actually looked like one of the, right? That dragon dude mentioned, I'm pretty sure his name was what? Ochkan? No, his name wasn't Ochkan. It wasn't Shibalanke, it was the other guy. For the love of everything, I can't remember how to pronounce his fucking name, nor can I remember it. Oh, it was Quetzalcoatl. There we go. I'm pretty sure his name was Quetzalcoatl, right? He mentioned how the primordial one. Oh, it was Cucullin? Okay, I was wrong. But anyway, he mentioned how the primordial one brought humans here, right? And then, of course, we also have information about the primordial one creating humans. Granted, I think both statements are true at the same time, because you can bring humans here and then create more humans later. But so now I got even if I'm wrong on this thought process, it just makes me think maybe the primordial Fanes came here with other people, or probably created the primordial humans first, then everything else steamrolls. Because I thought he created the angels first. Okay, we know he created the shades, but when did he create the shades? Did the shades come first before the humans did, or did they come after the humans? Because we don't really got a concrete timeline on when he started creating shit. We kind of got like a summary or a vague, I guess, sense of a timeline. She might be saying that as a way of not saying Fane's name instead. Shit's already hitting the fence, LOL. We should buff Silo each time he's a bad joke. Damage my. He is the brother of the Pyro Sovereign. And remember, the Book of Sun and Moon contradicts some information that exists, meaning we really don't know what we can't trust except for what Nicole says. I believe her. But also his son. It's his brother's son? Because they are from Alabama. Oh, hold on. Before we continue, there's something else I want to say too. Because I mentioned this couple months, probably last year, right? Where I was chatting with my pals in the Discord and with this conversation, but I also mentioned it sometimes in my live streams that it is so fascinating how we learned about the dragons and the sovereigns, right? And the way the Book of Sun and Moon tells us about them, they speak about them as if they're just these creatures that roam the earth and that had dominion over the world and different sections of it, or this, that, and the third, right? Hey, and then Fanes comes in, he has 1v1, not even a 1v1, let's be fucking for real. It was a team battle against the dragons and the sovereigns and their dragon of dragons, right? So the entire time we think to ourselves, oh, all the dragons must look like how Durin looks, Dvalin looks like, right? We just assume that off rip. And then later on, we go into Sumeru, we see Apep, massive dragon. So it kind of further cemented that that's what they all look like. And then we go to Natlan, and they're like, no, actually, this is what they actually look like, or this is how most of them look like. They had advanced technology, this, that, and the third. So it kind of recontextualizes our viewpoint of it to be like, oh, this wasn't some dragons breathing fire versus this humanoid creature with god level power, shooting laser beams back or making energy shields or magic or this, that, and the third. No. It completely reimagines it to be, no, these niggas have probably laser cannons, guns, tanks, all types of shit. Shooting it and blasting at the fucking primordial one in his shades. Let me read. It was a 5e8. Age and leeway. Yep, him too. Fanes plus 4 shades versus Nibelung plus 7 sovereigns. Fat rock turtle dragon. Right? And I love that. Because it's one of those moments where the lore tells us one thing, and then when they reveal more, it's oh, this thing couldn't be fully trusted. Which a lot of people should take heed to that when it comes out to Genshin, because Genshin's lore, it literally is hearsay shit, especially after what happened with Irminsul and what Sumeru's Archon Quest or Interlude chapter, right? Literally a bunch of hearsay. You can't really trust every piece of information that the game gives you blatantly, right? But people take it too far and be like, oh man, the character done changed their personality. It was the personality never changed. It's just we didn't know the full scope of the character.
Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning.
Also, I did see Nilupar in the background. I forgot to comment on that before, the camera shifted right here.
The mother of dreams? Lord of flowers and oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let our efforts go to waste. But I still don't understand. Why me?
Because she's in your body. What type of question is that? Why me? Head ass. Did we not just explain that she's in your body? Who else was she gonna send it to? To Nicole? To the heater?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted.
But who's to say that those other god remains were even remains of, the goddess of flowers? It could have been different gods. There was a fucking, Archon War, for example.
I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Why did Kale make that comment? Was she just commenting on their relationship and how they interact with each other? Or was there a little more to that comment she made? Bombastic side-eye. I see my girl Farzan, my granny. Let's chat it up with you first.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kave? Kave, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You call? What is it, youngster?
Yes, my girl. What's up? I fucking love this lady.
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Also, I would label Farazan as a lolly as well. Blatantly.
Oh.
Lolly
a
hag.
squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
Literally, Farazan got probably one of my favorite voices in the whole game. I just love the way her voice sounds.
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image.
Yes, just like Finon raising his sword upwards towards the heavens. I say with air quotes, when he's, trapped inside the cave. Come and leave the cave with me. And in that fable about the stars, we'll write the pen of destruction. I don't know if I said that line one-to-one, but I fucking loved that scene in that fucking trailer. It was great. I loved it.
I'm sure some would call it cliche or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece, Miss... I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work.
Loving the smile right now. And I do remember people were like making, jokes that she was Hatsune Miku a couple years back.
In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm an angel, by the way. Drop to your knees and pray, nigga.
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Why? Is she gonna blow a gas? Oh, I just had a crazy realization. If she were to tell her that she was an angel and she just be, watching over people, this, that, and the third, I would imagine Farazan may have a spike of like, if that's the case, where was you at when I was trapped inside that, puzzle room for 100 years straight? Where were you? And seeing that you guide people to what they want and their truest, desire and whatnot. My truest desire was to get out that fucking room. I wrote all over my body. At first, actually, she wrote all over the walls until she ran out of space. She wrote over the walls, the roof. I don't know if she actually reached the roof. She wrote over the walls. She wrote on the floor. She ended up writing on her body to the point that she ran out of space and she had to sit here and remember every calculation she thought of in her brain. And then when she got out of the puzzle, finally, after figuring it out, she couldn't even speak properly. She couldn't actually speak at all because her brain was so ultra fried by the fact that she only remembered calculations. She couldn't even speak properly to nobody. She came wandering out there like talking all crazy. It wasn't until she got like some like treatment that she like not even like medical treatment, but like they what's the word I'm looking for? Rehabilitated? Is it rehabilitated? They gave her some sustenance, got her back into civilization, and she able to speak straight again. But like, bro, could you imagine this divine holy being that's way above the gods that you know of now? Talking about some, I would look over heroes. Where was you looking over me when I was trapped inside the room, bro? I miss my mama, my daddy, my friend, my best friend or friend, potential boyfriend I could have had, XYZ, future hubby. What's that? It was 100 years ago, twin. Like, what are we doing here?
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
It'll be a different level of hate like no other.
Let's not tell Madame
Good idea. Let's limit the
Okay, that's what they were doing.
What's wrong? You look a little depressed.
Kale got a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers, and all I got was one of the 7 pillars who served under King Deshret. I lost out, didn't I?
Bro, what? Is this what you're tight about right now? Unbelievable.
That's what you're upset about? You're such a child.
I lost out because I got one of the servants of a god rather than the god itself. Like, brother, it's still high quality power. What are we complaining about? Imagine in real life somebody got what, the angel of justice, power in their body, and they complained about, man, I wish I had what Jesus had. Like, brother, stop it. Be glad you got anything in the first place.
Oh, so many books. More than I could ever read in my life.
Like, honestly, you could have got nothing at all. The fact that you even got something was crazy enough.
But I've learned a lot that the textbooks could never teach me. I never realized that people in the distant past thought about some of the same questions we ponder today.
Well, Layla, I will say this. At least you got treated more like a character in comparison to another character I know by the name of Chisa. At least you had voiced dialogue. Can't say the same about Chisa.
Paimon, thanks again for your notes. I'm done copying them, so here we go. You're welcome. Just let Paimon know if you ever need help again.
Oh, more niggas to interact. Oh, my ladies! Hold up, let me look around, Actually, let me run around, see if there's anyone else I missed.
Gotta steer clear of other people.
Okay, there's no one else around. Alright, perfect. My ladies.
Good to finally meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long. In my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history then?
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove an exceptional source of the same. The Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world. If you're interested, you'd be very welcome to join our network too, Miss Dia.
Can't say no to a solid partnership, especially out here in the desert. Having intel can mean the difference between life and death.
Well, who would you, deem got it worse? Like, which one is worse to you? Character assassination or the story acting like the character doesn't exist at all and completely stripping them from it and then throwing them in to be doing a little bit of shit, which ultimately leads to absolutely nothing and having no true contribution? Which one is worse to you? That's honestly how you got to think about it.
But cooperation's built on mutual trust. And there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodkrai. So, I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia? Or is there someone you're looking to take care of? Let's put all our cards on the table first. Things will go more smoothly that way.
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for any ulterior motives. And I have no enemies in the desert as things stand now. Were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things if you don't do them yourself. Wouldn't you agree?
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh. It's like you're one of us.
You sure that's a compliment?
Absolutely.
I'll take it. Perhaps we can discuss our cooperation in more detail now?
Oh my lord, they're setting up another body bag run. They're setting up to spin more blocks. Maybe Jet meeting Nefer wasn't the best idea. Oh my goodness gracious. All three deadly women who's not afraid to put niggas in body bags. Crazy.
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people. And you certainly fit that description. I look forward to a fruitful partnership.
As do I, my friends.
Oh my god, you're so right. If Hu Tao were to meet these ladies, they're putting niggas in body bags. She's making money off of every funeral that she has to prepare for. Oh my lord. Is a perpetual locomotive of Munyon. Truly diabolical. But that's capitalism, is it not? Crazy. Alright, we're back in here again. I fucking love this area.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Oh my goodness, I remember an Astral Kai Theory video. And I don't know if this was true across the board for like across the player base, but like I wonder how many people expected that we would come across like some ancient alien spaceship somewhere in like the desert, right? Because you know there's that whole thing of like people believing that aliens helped create the fucking pyramids and shit like that. Because people can't fathom the idea of humans being able to do such a thing. Because you know humans are like ants. We come together, we'll get something done. Absolutely. Right? I wonder else who had that thought process. Because when we came to the desert, my brain wasn't even nowhere near close to that thought process of like, oh man, are we going to come across like alien spaceship or something crazy like that? Oh, that's all. Let me read. Relations are being made as we speak. Don't worry, John Lee will spend all of Hu Tao money on something shiny he came across if Paimon doesn't do it first. Oh, damn, we're here. I remember recording this world quest, but I think I may have deleted some of my recordings of this world quest. That was for this place.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives?
I was about to make a sex joke the moment he let that fly out of his mouth. But you know, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Krako's faces. All this activity is making for quite a special day. I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Am I wrong to say that I always suspected like Lilipar to have a deep, more bass in her voice? Because every time I would read dialogue that she would say, I would always assume that she had bass in her voice when she would speak. Granted, I'm not upset about her like having a higher, you know, pitched voice.
Why you? Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilupar. Goatee, Croco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Don't do it. she go give you some racist thoughts and some slurs along with it. Cause she be talking crazy. She be talking crazy about desert folk in particular. Cause I don't think I've ever heard her say anything crazy about anybody from like the forest. I've only heard her say some crazy shit about niggas from the desert.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
Oh, we about to let these niggas out? Excuse you? Oh, damn. Well, you know, since the tribe is not of this world, they would count as an alien here. True. Granted, man, I can't wait for them to reveal to us who the fuck the third descender was. Not even just the third descender, but who the fuck was the second who came? No, no, wasn't the second who came Nibelung? No, I'm thinking about the second descender, right? Because someone came and helped the primordial one create the Gnosis. But we don't know what this other person did as well. Because I'm pretty sure they did something else. Or they probably helped with other things, but they never revealed it to us, did they?
All right. Stop arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here.
AKA, do not allow yourself to be rage baited by the hubs. Don't let them cloud your judgment.
But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
True, because we need to know what the deal was with Fanes. What was his purpose for coming to Teyvat and essentially terraforming it? What made Fanes so schizophrenic, essentially, that this dude was like losing his shit, being like, bro, I gotta do something. What caused him to have such a freak out? To be like, yo, I'm taking the moon shit, it's mine now. This planet is mine now. This tree that you use, oh, guess what? That's mine now too. Right? Because I'm pretty sure we don't know the motivations of Fanes at all for why he did everything that he's done. Granted, I talked to my friends, or in particular, I talked to Jesus. He was here in the stream earlier about it. That potentially, if, you know, Genshin's world is, you know, it does exist in Star Rail's universe, it would make sense that probably Fanes was probably... Because, like, if Fanes turns out to just be, like, a human that's, like, has immense superpowers or whatever... Because, like, we know that humans in Star Rail, like, especially if they're emanators, they have crazy powers, right? So, what if he was an emanator of, like, one of the Aeons... And maybe, who knows, a Galaxy Ranger was hunting his ass down. Maybe that's why he was so quick to be like, yo, I gotta take this planet for myself. Or maybe it could have been like, oh, the destruction was wreaking havoc, or is about to start wreaking havoc. Probably experienced his world getting destroyed, being like, oh, gotta dip, bye, taking this shit, I need somewhere to hide, blah, 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 right? so many things that we can speculate about. What the fuck turned him to fucking 11%? It's crazy and everything. Didn't the Moon Sister say it was after the bitch showed up? The HP went crazy trying to stop it? Probably, but I can't remember. I may have to go back and look at it. But I'm thinking it was more so beyond the Abyss, coming out. I'm thinking it was more so of like why they even came to this planet to begin with. That's kind of what my thought process is. Granted, could be the same thing.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
And what I mean by it could be the same thing, maybe the Abyss also... No, it's been blatantly proven that the Abyss also exists out there in space as well. It's not just solely here in Teyvat. Because, like, Skirk lived, and her people lived alongside it, and they were able to, like, just, exist with it. There was no real problems until, another civilization came and wiped her people out because, like, yo, they controlled the Abyss. These niggas could be a threat to us. Wipe them bitches ass. Niggas out. Clean it up. Body bag them.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer. Not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. It's the answer to all three of them.
Oh, shit.
All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong.
True.
You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
That is an interesting thought process. But what Nefer said is absolutely true. Yes, most definitely. Time will dictate whether, who was right and wrong about XYZ thing, right? Time absolutely will prove it. Didn't they say Nibelung came back with abyssal powers? They did say that. Time kills all eventually. Well, except for niggas who can live forever. They're the unfortunate ones because they're stuck in this fucking room. Apparently not anymore. Oh shit! Holy guaca moly. Shoot, I have to wait for that one. The aura. The drip. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time.
These niggas look clean and motherfucker.
Sincere gratitude.
Why can't you become playable characters? Just become free 5 stars. Please.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself.
I'm glad Star is not here watching the stream right now. Because she would be like, hear me out.
Hello, Nefer.
Screenshot time.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
I'm surprised no one else is having a surprise reaction right now. Like, in this whole thing. Like, bro, especially the people who are born and raised in Sumeru, in particular the desert. Like, this should be a culture shock right now. Like, oh my gosh, you're getting to bear witness to the true physical form of these beings that, governed underneath the Desert King, King Deshret, and shit like that. right? And your civilization is, you know, tied back to that civilization before, like, it fell to ruin or whatever, right? Should be like, somebody should better take their phone out and take a picture.
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamot sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Bro, I love this dude's design. I've been taking crazy screenshots all throughout both playthroughs, or at least throughout both streams, because I'm trying to think of which one I want to be my fucking profile pic for my YouTube channel. And it's, all of them are just too good. Wait, what'd he say? Civic, Thoth, Haranubis. Haranubis probably got the toughest design. I may just choose him, but I ain't gonna like Crocodile and like Birdface over here looking nice too. Ooh, shit.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parrot. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
This dude also looks freaking awesome. Oh my goodness, they just... Ah!
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Oh, they about to argue all over again. Good lord. No, I was about to mention the Adeptus that have human forms. And like I was about to make a comparison between their NPCs versus these guys' NPCs. But then I remembered, wait a minute, their actual NPC models, right, are the animal creatures that they are, not the human, disguises. So I have to fucking remember that.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irmin's soul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Oh, y'all niggas knew about the Dendro Dragon? I didn't think y'all knew. I thought that was only like confidential shit between, Deshret and the dragon. I didn't know y'all niggas knew. That's interesting. Hold on, let me read. I know I'm missing things. At least one of them should have fainted. LOL. Laptop. Watsuki's awake into the background. Kyle's going to be swapping profile pics every 5 seconds in the future. They all have aura, hydro, pyro, and those GL at least. For 5-star characters, bro. This is like seeing the equivalent of seeing an ancient pharaoh in 2026. Ooh, now that I think about it, I'm trying to remember. What was his name? King Ramses? The second? I'm trying to remember which one was the brother to, was it Moses or David? No, I'm pretty sure it was the brother of Moses. Right? Because what Moses was like raised in the royal family before, being like kicked out of it. Something like that. I may have to go back and read the Bible about that, whole family relationship. But I think I would love to see him if he were to come back to life randomly in the modern era and ask him, so how was it like for, for your whole, place to, fall apart piece by piece? Actually, I want to know how was it crazy to see the ocean split apart as Moses walked through it with the people he took with him. Like how was that? Was that crazy to you? Was it like, oh my god, what is that? Like I would like to know what was your feelings in all that moment, right? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hold up.
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
And also because she's a prideful bitch who, she has to, stay by her standards because she owes, the Archons anything. Then guess what? Holy guacamole. she's like, ah, shit, I stained my pride as a dragon. So there's that too. Oh, let me read. God, a lot of people coming out the woodwork acting like Genshin is the Antichrist. Yes, and conveniently, it's happening right before we go to Snezhnaya, the most anticipated place that we've been waiting for years. One of the most anticipated places that we've been waiting for years, because it is the nation of the Fatui. How interesting people are doing this now. Right? We know what the deal is. They're trying to immaculately doom post the shit out of Genshin Impact, regardless if the criticism is true or not. Just so people could be like, the game is blah, 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 right? There's things worth criticizing for this game, for sure. But this ultra doom posting, pure bullshit. Most of them niggas don't believe half the shit they say for real. And what's going to make it worse, I hope it does not scale to the same size of what happened to Zone Zero throughout Season 2. Because the utter egregious level of doom posting Zone Zero got every fucking version update throughout Season 2 has to be studied. Genshin never experienced something like that, as far as I remember. There was never a time I remember where Genshin Impact was having doom post after doom post after doom post after doom post for an entire year for every version update that came out. It'd probably be like here and there, right? But I don't remember it being consistently across the board for every version update for an entire year worth of time. I don't remember seeing that from Star either. But, for people who, probably remembers things or know things that I don't know, you can clarify in the chat right now. Inform me. But, I hope it does not get to that stage. And also, yes, just as you say, Batman, Saint Tontas most definitely was the one leading that charge of doom posting the shit out of Zenless Zero the fuck to the nth degree.
You can help us make history too.
Smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
The fact that Haranubis over there, or is it even Haranubis? I don't think that's Haranubis. Whoever, Big H over there. The fact that Big H had to sit there and let it fly out his mouth to give it up for such. The fact that you even let that fly out your mouth, knowing the crisis we are in right now, is fucking crazy. Do you wish to see Sumeru knocked off the map? If so, let it be known right here and now, sir. And then you can have this 1v1 on the side over here, and I'll take what I need from you by force.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally.
So you're clearly against it, nigga.
To open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
That's true. The golden slumber thing will probably spew out. But clearly you're against it. Just say so, bro. Like, damn. You over here beating around the bush.
We do.
Also, what's up,
We
Hollow?
understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
He says that, yet, Lumine managed to create the Luma Fate that created, I guess, recreated, Conria, but, like, he don't know nothing about that.
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu. Once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Oh. I can feel. Wait. I can feel this strange sensation. The ground is trembling, as if answering the call of the Goat King. The goat.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Oh my god, are these niggas AI? What up? Oh my god, he's an Intellatron construct. I'm shocked.
Saint Shezepank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
They got cool designs. I like these. My bad, I'm speed reading. Okay.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akhmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Akhmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Akhmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
True. He did want to, protect his people, even at the cost of his life at the end, because of him, letting in forbidden knowledge, which was the fuck up on his part.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, But what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
Wait a minute, what? She's one of the 7 pillars? Brother, what? We don't damn well. Actually, no, she has to say yes. After the conversation we had with her recently, she has to blatantly say yes. There's no way in hell she's saying no.
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
Proof.
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Yes, the Traveler. Speak up.
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
The way his bro to the best is crazy.
Perish, you diabolical fiend.
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
You lying ass bitch. First and foremost, let's clear the slate. Yo ass talking about something naturally. You didn't even answer whether or not you wanted to help or not. You said naturally, as if that is an answer to whether or not you're gonna help. Fuck off, bro.
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Well, clearly Hermanubis got more aura than you, so clearly yes.
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Yeah, that's crazy. They said, bro, you're a clown and you're a hypocrite. How are we supposed to take you seriously?
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do.
Let me read. I said again, Goat King reminds me of Al-Haytham. Naturally, it was a Al-Haytham way of agreeing. He's done it before.
Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
But it's not really a perfect afterlife, though. It's just a collective conscience that's just sitting there. Is it truly a perfect afterlife? What the fuck them niggas are even doing in there? And let's say this. Let's say some other world-ending event that, you know, happens across Tevat and also hits Sumeru. Let's say, you know, Iron Tomb dropping... I'm gonna keep saying this every fucking time because Iron Tomb was fucking awesome. Iron Tomb dropping his spear on Sumeru. Bro, the fucking... your little golden slumber will get blown the fuck away. It wouldn't exist anymore. What are we doing? Perfect my ass. Niggas can't even leave it. Niggas get sucked into it unintentionally. Well, I know what happened to her daddy. Jet's daddy. Like, come on.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
Valid answer by Sino. Let me read. Play chess in the afterlife. Clearly they have access to the internet and are doom posting. Okay, that's funny.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru.
I hope Jet gets to meet her dad. I really like that.
By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
And let me take a screenshot of this background, because this shit looks awesome. Probably use this for the next thumbnail. Oh, here we go. Oh, is that him right there? I forgot what Jet's daddy name is.
Look at that!
What's this? Are we under attack?
Oh, thank God.
No. Wait, it's...
She fucking needs this. She been through all this shit, bro, ever since her daddy passed away. Brother, she need this closure. I ain't gonna lie. Let's be so fucking for real. Ever since she lost her father, it was a wrap for her. She really did went down a dark place.
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Oh wow, ghost NPCs. Like, Genshin never done this before, but you know, all players would act like this is not the case.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Jet's father, Jebriel.
Jebriel is his name, okay.
He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semayu, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease.
But Daddy, I gotta tell you about all the shit that happened to me after you was gone, bro. I murked off this bitch for real, and her whole squad. It was immaculate. Anyway.
Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Homeboy turned into a bird. No, all of them did.
Father.
Bro, this moment would be even better if they literally just remade her model and make her look cooler. And then let her, you know, her lips flap. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's like, subtracting this whole scene right now. Other than that, it's great.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
No, I'm gonna say what I'm about to say after this.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue.
Yep, because only time will tell whether or not this deed was good or bad. Granted, I feel like the Traveler may deem this as a good deed, honestly, because when he becomes the new god of this world, praise the Traveler.
Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
Who knows? Probably. Screenshot time.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
And I will be displeased if y'all don't hit that like button. I ain't say it over the course of... How long I've been streaming for, actually? 2 whole hours I've been streaming. I ain't once say hit that like button. So, I'd appreciate it. My bad, I'm stuttering. If y'all hit that like button for your boy, appreciate it. Thank you. The support goes a long way. Holy guacamole.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
What character would you be? Because the other niggas are Hatham and Kaveh. Who the fuck is you? Well, are you Tainari? No, Tainari wouldn't fit in this dynamic. It's gotta be somebody else.
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience.
Nah, I'm about to say the thing I was going to say earlier because y'all mentioned it already with the whole thing related to Chisa. Yeah, it is so blatant, right? Like, again, there is no excuse that anybody who plays Wuthering Waves can give that justifies Chisa not having her story have a conclusion that we could see on screen. The fact that an NPC from Genshin Impact managed to get that from, you know, Genshin Impact, the lesser game, the worst gacha game, managed to do that, yet the superior gacha game didn't even bother to do that because they think people didn't want it, apparently, or they were just too lazy to do it, or whatever fucking reason they have, speaks volumes. Yeah.
Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
What type of technology is this, though? Is this dragon technology, or is this the technology that Thanes brought with him? Because the fact that the fucking stone pillars that the nails rather, can convert abyssal energy into a different form, because it can't cleanse it, it can only convert it into a different form, which we did learn about in Nahida's second story quest, where we find out that sludge in the abyss, not in the abyss, but in the chasm, is just the abyss, you know, putting into a different form, or the abyssal energy put into a different form.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Oh, that was it? Oh, damn. Huh? Oh, shit. I thought this was going to be a little longer. Hold up. Hold up. I'm pretty sure this is now Act 10, yes? I'm on Act 10, right? I'm reading. Why is the lion? Rock reminded of Dia. Over the travel would be so big. He's the captain of the captain. To wander over the travel personally. The be set. Probably you'll find out soon, but why would this be fancy? I tend to read it really long. It's also entertaining. Okay, when you see people compare it, the funny thing is amazing, like God gives me. Yes, doing the bare minimum comes off as this is the start of Act 10. Okay, perfect. So this is where the stream's gonna end. Because I didn't really have that much story left to do for Act 9. I did the majority of it, last stream. So, of course, like I told y'all, the game plan. In the stream, which the room that filled with water, didn't even notice that. In the stream here, naturally speaking, in the next couple of hours, I'll come back, boot the stream up, get into it, all that. First, before we end it, I'm gonna talk to these fools first.
Ah, fresh air. A wondrous feeling.
Naturally. I have a sudden urge to stretch my legs. Can anyone recommend a suitable leisure activity?
Go run, fool.
I might have had some recommendations for you were this the past. But here and now, for someone who has just left prison, there could be no greater joy than simply being outside of it at last.
I could not agree more.
My girl Jet, how you doing?
As I thought. The so-called 7 pillars of King Deshret are as underwhelming as ever.
What do you mean? Not a fan of the boys' club?
As men, as individuals, and even as gods, they are entirely undeserving of my attention.
Damn. Shit. High-ass standards, anyway.
Al-Ahmar once commanded me to select a king from among the people. So naturally my eyes will open only for one who is worthy.
Ugh. Can we talk about something else? It all sounds pretty complicated, and I haven't read that many storybooks.
My girl, you need to get educated, and simple as that. Start reading. I know you've been kicking ass in the desert a lot, but it's time to go pick some books up. Also, we already know who the, king of king gonna be here in this new world. It's the Traveler, because she chose him.
You think this is a mere story? Well, many would also say that the journey you shared with your father is not but a tale. My life, your life, they are nothing but stories.
How interesting that they're saying this after we literally finished doing Durin's story quest a couple months back, where he is literally a storybook character brought forth into the real world and now can maintain his existence in this world because he's writing his own story, aka book. He's the author of his own story. Just like how Dottore tried to become the author of the world himself, just like how Fanes is the author of the world who stole that book from Nibelung. And I'm not saying this as a physical sense, I'm saying this more of a metaphorical sense. Right? Everyone's the author of the world, one after the other, they're author of their own story, one after the other. Zawardo, exactly. Let me keep reading. Hold on, let me see. Little part say ew. Yeah, she probably said, I got the ick. I fucking hate that word, I ain't gonna lie. When I hear that word ick, it rubs me the wrong way. Like, can you please use a different word? This word feels somehow offensive to me. This word someone to read the books for her or hire a nerd to do that.
Little girl, it appears that you really have grown. In the past, you would have flown into a blind rage at my words, but now you are unperturbed.
Oh, it's nothing. I just feel like you're right. Getting all pissed at someone for telling the truth is pointless. It only makes me look petty.
This alone is proof enough of your growth. You're doing well, my dear girl. You're becoming ever stronger. Strong enough to defend the people and things you hold dear.
You think so? I hope you're right.
Yeah, because she was trashing the shit out of Jet through that world quest. It was so crazy. When you go back and rewatch the dialogue between these two, it was wild. She was disrespecting her 24/7. Okay, who else around here? Nobody on this side, apparently. There go those two over there. Those two right here. So let's chat up with y'all and see what y'all got going on.
You must be Sethos, the successor to the Temple of Silence. Hello.
Yup. That's me. Nefer, right? That's what I heard the others calling you. Judging by your outfit, I'm guessing you come from the desert too?
I don't know the name of this voice actor, but I feel like I've been hearing his voice a lot recently in the most recent English dub animes that have been coming out. Well, at least the English dub version of some of these new animes that's come out. I'm pretty sure this is the same dude who voice acts the English dub as the main character in Dan. And I also think this is the same guy who voice acts Jabber Wonger in Gachakuda as well for the English dub. I don't know. It's like I've been hearing this dude's voice a lot, but I just don't know his name.
That's right. Started off in the desert, went to the rainforest, then went from there to Nodkrai, where I work as an intel broker.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. You don't seem to talk about yourself all that much. Yet here you are, volunteering your life story to me. However abridged.
Maybe I'm looking to make some new friends.
I like making friends too. I'm easier to talk to than Sino and a little more streetwise than Tainari.
His name is Zero Robinson? Really? His first name is Zero? That's interesting. I never expected someone's first name to be a number, especially in this modern time, but you know, it is what it is type shit. I guess people love having unique names. Alright, let me search this up. Oh, so he voice acted I forgot what this character's name was from Ben 10 Alien Force. Alan. Okay, I was on the money. He did voice act as Jabber Wonger as well. He voice acted as Hawks from My Hero Academia. He voice acted, of course, Seth. He voice acted the dude from fucking Tokyo Revengers, the tall, lengthy dude. I did not know that. The dude with like the black and yellow hair. One of like a string bean. Okay, so this nigga been around the block for a couple years now. He ain't a new nigga. He an old nigga. Okay. What other character? Okay, he voice acted homeboy from Fire Force, black character. I forgot what his name was. It's been like a couple months since Fire Force ended, which the ending was great. Okay, so he also voice acted one of the villains from Black Clover, which I have not finished watching Black Clover. The last episode I remember watching was the fight between Asta and the king from the other nation. Granted, they didn't even really start the fight. The fight was cranking up. Oh, he voice acted a cyborg as well? Okay. At least he voice acted one of the cyborg iterations. Okay, that's also cool. Oh, he voice acted that dude from Owl House as well. Okay. Oh, he had a nice lineup. This is a nice lineup of characters he's voice acted. How long have you been doing it for? That's what I don't know. How long have you been doing this for? Like, what, a decade? My bad, I just wanted to search that up. It's very interesting information to me. Oh, Zeno Robinson. Okay, that makes more sense. Cameras from Dragon Ball Superhero movie. I once typed Renova, then autocorrect changed her name to Renovation.
Which is why you came over this way, giving me the chance to strike up a conversation with you.
Was I that obvious?
I think you did fine. You were mindful of my attitude and hoped to lure me in through sentiment.
Lure you in isn't exactly how I'd put it. I see it more as an invitation.
An invitation to what?
to put down your luggage, lay down your burdens, to return to your homeland, and be truly welcome in the place you once felt so estranged from.
Basically, to translate, because this nigga just, he's bullshitting right now with this, really flower language right now he's doing. Basically, he wants you in his bedroom. Simple as that. You ever hear niggas talking like this? They know what they want. they just try to beat around the bush with it, try to sound nice.
You're a more interesting heir to Bamun than I was expecting.
Oh my goodness, it's working.
Since you're familiar with my grandfather, I'll assume you're aware of our situation. I'd like to make friends with you. And I think you'd be a great asset to us. Not to mention the power you and I both hold. Originally belonged to the same organization.
Aha. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, see, she picked up on it. That nigga think he's slick. I know Sethos gets hoes.
Do you hear that? Sounds like your teacher is scolding mine.
Huh. Classic.
Did you see her? She's a former Vahumana student who dropped out of the academia and went to Nodkrai to work as an intel broker. There's more to her than meets the eye.
How can you tell? Do the Matra have information on her?
Some, but nothing telling. I'm basing it on the fact that she seems to be an expert liar. She can fool many with her words.
A sixth sense for liars after investigating so many of them, I take it?
Yep. What about you? What do you make of her?
A little earlier, in the corner, I noticed she gave some supplies to Jet and had her deliver them to the main group.
She's meticulous and highly observant.
Besides, what was it you said? Making it to the top is no easy feat in any profession. Anyone who's at the top of their game has to have some sort of edge over others.
It's true, but she's not the only one at the top of her game. I also am, and so are you.
Sure, but what's to guarantee she won't overhear us talking about her?
Don't worry, I have my methods. Sethos is distracting her.
Oh, so that's what that was.
I see.
And she picked up on it at the latter end of their conversation. Okay, maybe I should have talked to these fools first. Literally no word, no voice acting for them? Seriously, come on. That's crazy that he would write that on the book. You spoiled it. Let's read. The boy's acting budget for this moment was stolen by Fine Line in his epic crash out animation that DMC Blanca was almost 3 hours of streaming. Usually you bitch out by now. I mean, tonight I was feeling really good because I was napping before I started the stream. I didn't have no good sleep the night prior. And also I was running on a fucking energy drink, which I'm going to make sure I buy these from now on every time it's the latter end of my fucking shift at work. I literally, I have this fucking Red Bull sitting here. I haven't even touched it yet. Cause like, just in case I was gonna get like a little tired throughout the stream, I was gonna drink this just to keep me going. But like, I ain't even had a chance to drink it, so I gotta save this for another time. got a nap in, but didn't eat before the fucking stream. Look, the moment I woke up, I immediately just got my shit set up. And then of course, you know, I went to wash my face, brush my teeth, you know, get your boy wanted to feel fresh in the morning. Blueberry flavor is one of the best, but most are good. I love Red Bull. It's so crazy that I'm only recently now drinking Red Bull. This is probably be the third time I drank Red Bull ever in my life. For the longest time, I really did think this was an alcoholic drink, despite the fact the commercials saying otherwise. What other interaction did I miss? Did I do all the interactions? I'm pretty sure I did, right? And I'm pretty sure I can leave out of here without nothing stopping me. Yep. Oh yeah, I can, most definitely. Wait a minute, hold on, something ain't right. Alright, now I can leave. Because it's already 3:07. I'm gonna go do my dailies, which actually, no, fuck. Wait, what can I do right now? Ah, shit. I got 4 condensed resin. I gotta do that soon. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching the stream. Make sure you like, sub, turn on the notification bell, join my YouTube community Discord if you wish. Link is on my channel. Check out my yapping topics and yapping reaction playlist where I yap for hours on end. And if you want to listen to that on the background where you're doing other important shit in your life, which obviously, duh, go check those videos out. I stream here on YouTube and YouTube only. I stream 5 gacha games, those being Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless, Arnett Sinfield, along with a handful of non-gacha games, which, again, like I said, once I finish this Archon quest for Genshin Impact, I will be getting back to playing those, which those consist of Gravity Rush 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Stellar Blade, Fate, Samurai Remnant,
My parents
and...
always say,
Did I say Tales of Sherry already?
how busy life gets,
I don't think I did.
always sit down and enjoy a
But
proper
nonetheless,
meal when you get hungry.
I play those games.
What I like to do?
So if you want to see me play those games here on YouTube and YouTube only, subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a couple hours from now, and we'll start Act 10. I'm expecting a wild ride, and I'm expecting my mind to be blown. Granted, technically, I already know the outcome of, like, Irminsul, because, like, obviously, it was never a question of if, it was a question of when. So, I can't wait to see the journey up to that point.
Good things come to those
See you later.
who don't
Good
wait
night,
around.
morning, afternoon, all the cool stuff.
anyway.
And I'll see you later. Peace.
The opposite is
Where's
probably
Button?
true for me.
Also, if there's anything else y'all need to tell me in the YouTube community Discord or in my recent community posts. Alright, bye.